Good day to the Philadelphia Eagles faithful. Welcome back to the channel. If you bleed midnight green, you already know that around here we talk straight, deep, and with that passion that only those who live in Philly and felt the weight of LI truly understand. Before we dive into this bombshell that Adam Schefter dropped, which is currently splitting the city in two, make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment below saying Howie, work your magic, and of course, if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that notification bell. In this neck of the woods, the NFL never sleeps and the hunt for the Super Bowl is our daily obsession. In Philly, there are three certainties in life: death, taxes, and the Philadelphia Eagles being linked to every single trade rumor involving an NFL star. Doesn't matter the position, doesn't matter the cap space. If an elite player looks even a bit cranky at another club, Howie Roseman's name is going to pop up on your phone notifications. It's a bit of a symbiotic thing. The Eagles fans don't just wait for big moves. They bloody well demand them. And when we are talking about Maxx Crosby, the Mad Max of the Las Vegas Raiders, the hype meter has gone off the charts. Crosby is the absolute archetype of the player Philly loves. Relentless, with a motor that never quits, refined hand technique, and a personality that screams grit. Imagining him charging out of the tunnel at Lincoln Financial Field alongside Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis was the dream for every single fan. However, top-tier sports journalism demands we look past the wishful thinking and face the cold hard facts. And the bloke who brought that cold reality was none other than the grandfather of insider news, Adam Schefter. The ESPN insider didn't just comment on the rumor. He pretty much dumped an iceberg on any fire the fans were trying to light. According to Schefter, speaking on his weekly chat with the Kincaid and Salciunas show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Crosby's situation in Vegas is way tighter than the social media speculation suggests. Schefter's take was clinical. He revealed that, according to his sources within the league, the Las Vegas Raiders have zero intention of parting ways with their defensive anchor. But in the world of the NFL, we don't want to trade him usually means the price is bloody astronomical. And what would that price be? Schefter used a metric that would scare off any general manager, a Micah Parsons-type package. Let's break down what that means tactically and financially. Micah Parsons is, without a doubt, one of the top 3 defenders in the league. To price someone of that caliber away, the starting price is 2 first-round picks, maybe a second-rounder, and an immediate impact starter. Schefter was blunt. I don't think they're getting 2 firsts and a player, no. Do I think they want to trade him? No. This puts Howie Roseman at a bit of a crossroads. Roseman is famous for his wizardry, for snagging valuable assets for absolute peanuts. Look at the A.J. Brown trade or getting C.J. Gardner-Johnson back in the day. But Maxx Crosby is a different kettle of fish. We are talking about a bloke who is the face of a franchise. Moving Crosby wouldn't just be a tactical move for the Raiders. It'd be a full-blown admission of a total rebuild, something the Vegas front office seems dead against right now. For those of us who analyze the salary cap with the same intensity as an All-22 tape, the math to bring Crosby to Philly is a bit of a logistical nightmare. Crosby is pricey. He's worth every cent. But the Eagles are already in the middle of extending their own young stars. Paying a king's ransom for a pass rusher, no matter how generational he is, could mess with the roster depth that Roseman prizes so much. Schefter compared Crosby's situation to the possibility of an A.J. Brown trade, noting that it changes by the week. That nuance is massive. In the NFL, today's headlines are tomorrow's rubbish. If Crosby really digs his heels in and says he's not taking the field for the Raiders again, as some rumors hinted he might due to the frustration of losing, the price could drop. But for now, Schefter's reality check is very real and very cold. It's no fluke that names like Trey Hendrickson, J.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, and Micah Parsons were all linked to the Eagles this same offseason. Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman's team-building philosophy is crystal clear. Winning starts in the trenches. If there's an elite pass rusher up for grabs, the Eagles will be in the conversation. It's part of their DNA. Historically, we've seen this aggression pay off. From when Reggie White arrived in '85, to more recently when the D-line was built for Super Bowl 52 with legends like Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, the recipe has been the same: constant pressure on the opposition QB. The fans know it. The market knows it. That's why, even with Schefter's denial, Crosby's name will keep echoing in the pubs of South Philly and all over social media until the trade deadline passes or he signs a lifetime deal in Nevada. If we ignore the pessimism for a sec and imagine Crosby in the Eagles' defense, the impact would be seismic. Maxx Crosby isn't just about winning blocks, he's a master of leverage. His ability to turn speed into power is some of the best we've seen in recent league history. In a defensive scheme that loves heavy rotations, Crosby would be the closer. Imagine a long third down, Jalen Carter lined up in the B-gap, Jordan Davis taking up 2 blockers in the middle, and Maxx Crosby screaming off the blind side. It's a nightmare scenario for any offensive coordinator in the NFC East. But as the ESPN insider rightly pointed out, the cost of that fantasy could be the franchise's future in terms of draft capital. In the end, Adam Schefter did his job as an elite journalist. He brought reality to a chat dominated by emotion. The message was loud and clear. Don't go expecting Maxx Crosby in the midnight green anytime soon, unless the Raiders decide to blow the whole thing up. Howie Roseman is a wizard, but even wizards need the right ingredients. If the price is Micah Parsons, the Eagles will likely look inward, focusing on developing Nolan Smith and keeping their veterans consistent. The Mad Max dream in Philly might have copped a heavy blow before it even got going, but if there's one thing we've learned covering the Eagles, it's this: never say never while the trade window is open and Howie Roseman's phone still has charge.